Han, Taehyung, we are going to our room. Evident to look at Jungkook. Taehyung, yeah, sure. Han, come you. She took you inside room. As they went inside, Taehyung looked at Jungkook. Jungkook, what? Why are you looking at me like that? Looking at him. Taehyung, Jungkook, just remember what I said. Jungkook, I remember that and that's why I was normal. Taehyung, yeah, you're giving it a to Han. You call it normal? Jungkook, I am sorry, I will try better not to do that again. But buddy, first of all, that was unexpected. But suddenly told me all that they are coming and you are expecting me to suddenly behave so normal. Give at least few minutes or my system to accept this sudden change, buddy. I can't believe myself living with Han under one roof all of a sudden. Okay, I'm sorry and I will try to control. But young, it will take time. Was saying when he was interrupted. Han, well, if you are so bothered with my presence, Mr. Jian, then we will leave right now. Then he heard Han, who was standing outside the room. She came out to take her handbag, which she left on table. Han turned around to go inside the room. Dang, Han, wait, it is not about you. Immediately stopping her, he gave a look at the Jungkook. Dang, you promised me, Jungkook muttered slowly. Jungkook nodded slowly, giving difficult look. Jungkook, I didn't mean that way. You can leave, he said calmly, looking at her direction as she was facing her back. Then muttered small, sorry. And that's not needed, Mr. Jungkook and Taehyung. You could have told me earlier that your friend won't like us to be here. Turning around, giving a strained look. Taehyung, Han, please calm down. He didn't mean that way, and it is for you, right? Coming to Han looked away. Han, no, I don't want that anyone have any problem because of. She was saying. Jungkook anger on no steps as always. She just can't change a bit. Muttered under his breath. Han, what the hell did you just say? Matched towards him angrily. She stood in front of him and gave him strained look while he just stood putting his hands in pocket. Jungkook nothing. Shook his head, looking at her and shrugged his shoulders. Han, shut up. I know you just muttered something about me angrily. Jungkook, even if I did, why do you think I will repeat that for you? Raising his eyebrows, Taehyung glared at Jungkook. Han, I just wish to kill you right now angrily. Jungkook, how sweet, tight smell. What to do with wishes? We wish thousands of things, but do they turn reality? No, right? But yeah, after such a long time, my wish and your wishes are the same, but vice versa, with a small smirking smile. Han, I am getting out of here right now, furiously. Taehyung was looking at both of them and shook his head unbelievably. It wasn't that he was obvious of this situation, but he didn't know that it will happen so soon. He take a deep breath. Taehyung, listen, Han, please calm down. Remember what we have decided, and Jungkook won't do anything again. It's about you. And Jungkook, stop this, please. He stressed on the word stop this, please, giving a serious look to Jungkook. Jungkook, okay, fine. I stopped showing his hands that he gave up, while Han was still looking at him angrily like she will kill him man in front of him. Han, I don't care anything. I don't want to live here if he has so much problem with me. Turned around. Yeah, Han, stop, please, was about to say when Jungkook interrupted. Jungkook, let it be Taehyung if she is so uncomfortable because of me. If she gets affected by me and my presence bother her so much, then let her go. We shouldn't force anyone. Han stopped in her talk, hearing him, and Jungkook lips curved up with a smirking smile, watching this, which he immediately covered as she turned around. Han, you didn't affect me, Mr. Jungkook, glaring at him. Jungkook, really? As much as I say I do with cool tone. Han, that's your misconception, as it will be better if you erase that thought from your mind. Still, if you want, you can live with this assumption happily if that's what gives you peaceful sleep at night in challenging tone. Jungkook, being so thoughtful about my peaceful sleep, are we with a smirk? Han, in your dream, anger, Jungkook, wow, how did you know that? With a fake surprised look, Han twisted her hand to control herself not to smack him right away on his face and wipe that smirk. Jungkook and Taehyung both see her gripping her fist, but Taehyung was standing calmly. Han took a sign, but she definitely don't want to see him winning. Han, you know what, Mr. Jungkook, now I don't care what you think, and I am not leaving sternly, saying as she walked away to her room, banging the door with loud sound to shut it shut. Taehyung and Jungkook both squeezed their eyes with a jerky hearing sound. Taehyung gave Jungkook a look, raising his eyebrows. Jungkook, you are welcome, with small smile. But then only the door opened again and Han came out of room. Both looked at her confusedly, but she was glaring at Jungkook. She came towards the table and took her handbag like almost snatching from someone, but it hit the flower vase that was kept there and it shattered on the floor. But Han didn't have it, damn to it, and walked from there. She shut the door yet again with a loud sound. Jungkook covered his ears, muttering this girl, and then looked at the broken vase lying on the floor. Jungkook, buddy, tell her to stop showing anger on poor doors and furniture. Otherwise, God knows what she will do with our flat. Looking at his favorite ways, Taehyung was giving him unbelievable nod with a chuckle. Taehyung, you are unbelievable. You know that. You know she will stop by saying that, raising his eyebrows at him. Jungkook cleared his throat, avoiding looking at him. Jungkook, it is about you, nothing else. Trying to maintain normal look. Taehyung, well, I never said it is about Han with chuckle. Jungkook glared at him and took the cushion from Coach and threw it at him, who is giving a smirking smile. Time skips midnight. Han and Yu's room. Taehyung made dinner. Jungkook helped him. Han and Yu had dinner in room only as Han didn't want to face Jungkook yet again. They wanted to sleep. It was around midnight. When you woke up, you looked around only to find Han was sleeping. You sat on the bed and was looking around everything. You didn't know what you should do when you hear some voices coming from living room. You got up from bed and walked towards door and slowly opened it. Living room. Taeyang wasn't getting any sleep, so he turned on TV and watching it. When he heard the door sound, he turned around to see you, who was in your night dress. You was looking at TV. You smiled to see the superhero movie that was going. Taeyang, hey, you didn't sleep yet? Calmly, you shook your head negatively. I couldn't sleep. He got that maybe because you slept at a daytime. That's why, and now you wasn't giving sleeping pills also, as doctor said, as you was getting normal slowly. Taeyang, okay, so let's watch this movie together. What's say? You nodded with a bit smile and you walked to coach. You sat beside him on coach and started watching movie. Then only Han come out of the room being worried as she didn't find you in room and took a deep breath that you was here. Han, she stopped as she finds you. Taeyang, I am here with her, Han. You go and sleep. Don't worry. Look at her. Han nodded and went inside room. They were watching movies, but their whole attention was on you. You looked happy, sometimes trying to understand confused face, but you looked so adorable and beautiful. One movie ended and another started. You also started watching that. He also started watching the movie, but after some time he felt you falling towards him. Then your head fell on his shoulder. He looked at you. Your eyes were closed. He smiled at you and carefully adjusted his arm and let you rest head on his chest and circled his hand around your shoulder. He covered you with sheet and minimized the volume of TV so that you won't get disturbed. He was watching movie, but after some time he also fell asleep. Time skips. It was around 5:30 a.m. when Taeyang woke up. He felt a sudden pain on his neck and winced, but then he sees you, who was sleeping peacefully, placing your one hand on his chest. He smiled and kissed your hair. You was looking not less than any angel. Taeyang's mind, wait now, if Han sees us like this, she will literally kill me this time, and you also must be uncomfortable. Thinking this, he carefully held you in his arm and went towards you. Signed you Han's room. He knocked on the door a couple of times. When the knob turned and Han opened the door. Han and Yu's room. Was about to say when Taeyang signed her. Taeyang, she is sleeping slowly. Han moved aside. Taeyang made you lay on the bed and covered you with comforter. As he turned around, Han narrowed her eyes at him. Taeyang, what, she just slept half an hour ago, and I took her here so that she can sleep comfortably, lied. Han didn't look satisfied, but she nodded. Taeyang went out of room, signing in relief. Han sees the time. It was too early, but she was already awake, so she thought to take shower. On the other side, Taeyang went out for jogging. After some time, Han thought to make herself a tea or coffee. You were still sleeping, so she thought not to wake her up. She came out in living hall, but didn't see Taeyang there neither. She got any sign of Jungkook, and she was relaxed. She just walked a bit to see kitchen. In kitchen, she was humming song to herself and entered inside kitchen to go towards shelf when suddenly Jungkook, who was bending down the slab to take something, got up and she gets fluttered. Han screamed, but somehow placed her hand on her heart to calm down, finding him. Jungkook looked at her confusingly. Jungkook, what happened, Han? When Han again screamed, noticing something, and turned her face away. Jungkook, why the hell are you shouting? Being irritated. Han, firstly you scared me and Jungkook kind of confused. Han, for God's sake, video shit. What is your enemy with the clothes facing the other side in irritated tone? Jungkook realized she wasn't wearing t-shirt. He was just in his track pants. He threw his sweater t-shirt for her laundry after exercise and he just came here to get his juice like daily routine. It is totally stripped from his mind that there are two more members, actually girls, present in home now. Jungkook, I am sorry, murmured and was going from there. Han didn't turn it around. She was just pissed off. Han, just go and show this thing to the girls who will fall for these cheap tricks, huh? Muttered under her breath, but Jungkook, who was just about to pass by her, heard this. Jungkook, what did you just say? With a glint of anger. Han, I said what you just heard, confidently, but still didn't look at him. When suddenly she felt her arm was held and she was pinned against wall. Han, Jungkook yelled out, but his angry eyes made her shut her mouth. Jungkook, cheap, huh? Miss Han, I am just bound by Taeyang's promise that I will not cause any problem in your statement, and you both will not feel any problem here because of me. That's why I am leaving this. Otherwise, I would have definitely answered what is really the cheap tricks are. And even if I do, that shouldn't be your lookout, because I am way better than you, calming it in intense tone. Han was looking at him, freezed in her position. Jungkook and Wish, thanks for making this morning quite good for me. With such a praising words, sacred yet with hurt face before losing her hold on her and walked away from there. Han looked at the way he went from there. She felt her hand sweating suddenly and feeling cold at the same time. She closed her eyes and took a deep breath. Han, don't get affected by him ignoring. Yes, I can do that. Calm down, Han. Yes, you can do it, muttered to herself. And she gets calm. She made herself a cup of coffee and thought to make breakfast also. That's when Taeyang came out of jogging. He wished her morning. She also nodded at him. Taeyang, what are you doing, Han? Han, I just thought to make breakfast, sandwiches and omelette. Will that be okay? Taeyang, yeah, it will be perfect, but that's okay, you go. I will make it. Arjun cook will do. Han, no. Anyways, I have nothing to do, so just doing this will be good. Taeyang, okay, as you say, I will come after freshen up, then we'll help you. After some time, dining room. You also wake up, you got freshen up and took bath. Han helped you. Then they have breakfast. Jungkook took the first bite and got that who made it. He looked at Han, who was looking at him only, but she averted her gaze towards you, who was talking with Taeyang about random things. Taeyang was always best in diverting you's mind with random things so that you don't take messy stress and think much like you used to do. Time skips 10 days later. You's condition was getting more better. You was understanding things. Nowadays you used to get more flashes and your actions showed that old you. Taeyang and Han both noticed that Taeyang was taking great care of you and everything. As he promised Han, he didn't let anything go wrong. They used to take you out as doctor said away from hospital environment. You was actually feeling much better. On the other side, Jungkook was also caring towards you. In starting, you wasn't much comfortable with him, but slowly with Taeyang and Han, you felt Jungkook was also good and he will not harm you. He became your friend. He talks to you few times with watch TV and you and games just to distract you from any stress and help you in your treatment. All this Taeyang's feelings for you made him feel weak, sometimes thinking you will once getting fine, but he was also ready for this punishment with no objection. He always loved you, and with each day he was falling more for you, but at the same time he felt helpless while Han and Jungkook avoiding each other like plague, but it was too hard because you can't simply avoid each other living under the same roof. They talk less, but unfortunately number of times it was resulted in clashes. Jungkook tried to control himself and stay calm because of Taeyang's promise and thinking about you, but Han never let her anger suppress. She just lashed it out on him.